Hello everybody, I'm going to do a how-to tutorial on how to record vocal harmony parts with GarageBand. How we use these parts is I record them before our practice and then we put them in Planning Center online as attached files for our praise team to go and listen to ahead of time before practice, so that when we get together we spend a lot less time learning parts and more time just kind of tweaking the parts. Obviously for this you'll need GarageBand. I'm going to be using it on an iPad. I have an iPad mini here I'm going to use it on, and you'll need headphones. If you are learning a song or teaching a song in a different key than the original, being at a piano would be helpful, assuming you played the piano, and the lead sheet for whatever song you're playing would be good. And I'm going to be doing Only One by Texas Bible College today, and we're going to attempt to be singing that in the original key. We may just like flip the parts if we need to, and I'll just show y'all kind of a rundown on how to use GarageBand to record your parts. Here's GarageBand on my iPad. Just gonna tap it open. And you'll see I've got some other songs in here that we've previously done. Tap the plus sign to start a new song, and we're going to be audio recording vocals. You can record music also, but we're just going to do vocals, so I'm going to tap the microphone. And then right here from the get-go, I usually turn off the metronome, which is this blue here. And then at the plus sign, this indicates how many measures worth of time you'll want to record for. It automatically does 8 measures. I'm going to press that plus button, and where it says 8 bars I'm going to tap and then press automatic so that won't be an issue. Basically this works in layering the voices. I'm going to play the original even just here from my phone to my iPad, so that I can, when I'm recording, hear that in my ears and keep myself on the appropriate tempo and on the right pitch and obviously in the right key. So I'm just going to quickly record the original, and we'll start with something simple, the first verse that will be unison. Okay, you can see here the layer where I recorded the original artist singing this, and I'll actually just pull my headphones out so you can hear what that sounds like. Anytime you want to listen from the beginning of what you've recorded, just press this button here, which I'm already at the beginning. And anytime you're recording, you want to press the red record button. And then obviously the one here in the center, universally that's going to be play. So let's listen to what I just recorded from my phone to the GarageBand app. Okay, so you can hear that I recorded the first verse of this song. And so this is really just for me to listen to in my ears. So what I'm going to do is press the plus button down here in the bottom left. And this is where I'm going to record what I want our praise team to listen to. So I'm going to press the microphone button again, and it takes me back to the screen where I'm recording. And so you can see here at the top, it's in the middle of what I was just listening to, so I'm going to press the back, rewind, and it took me back. And so now I'm ready to record what I want the singers to hear. I need to put my headphones in, because if you just record, whatever you've already recorded will play out of your device that you're recording onto. So if I just press play, or I press record, in the background will continue playing the song I just recorded. So basically they will not only hear what I'm going to sing for them, they'll also hear the background music, and I don't really want them to hear that. So I'm going to put my headphones back in. I am going to record for them the first verse, and like I said, this is going to be unison, so I'm only going to record one layer. Here we go. Pressing record. There's only one God who reigns. There's only one God who loves us. Okay, so that was just the recording, and you'll see now, let me go back to where I just was so you'll know. So here I was recording. Now I want to go back and quiet the layer of the recorded original. So I'm going to press this button here, and it takes me back. So you can see this first layer is what I recorded of the original song, and this is me singing the second layer. So I'm going to tap that, and for y'all's sake, unplug the headphones, tap this, come over to the little dial here, I'm not really sure what to call that, settings for it basically, and I'm going to mute that so that whenever I listen to this, I'm only going to hear myself. So if I had some pitch problems or something like that, I can delete this and re-record it. I would give you a tip that you should keep one of your earphones out while you're doing this so that you can hear yourself well, so that you can know how your pitch is. So I'm just going to play it.
There's only one God who reigns. There's only one God who...
So I have that first verse recorded. Now if I didn't like that, I thought it was no good, I could double tap back on that layer and it would take me back to where I started. I can go to the beginning and re-record. So to go out, tap My Songs, and it just generically names it My Song, and in this case it's 3. So now let's do it where we stack yourself, I'm going to stack my own voice singing. So I'm going to press the plus button to start a whole new song, even though we're still going to be teaching the same song. I'm going to tap that metronome to tell it I don't want you to keep my beat. I'm going to tap the plus sign to tell it automatic I don't want you to limit the section length that I can record. Okay, and I'm going to now record the chorus from my phone, the original version, the chorus to the iPad for the sake of me staying on pitch and on time and in the right key. So I have recorded the chorus from the original. Just let you hear that real quick. Take my headphones off. Okay, so I'm going to stop that, and I recommend, I mean, you can do whatever is easiest and best for you, but I recommend recording the melody first. And so for us in this song, our altos are going to sing the melody. So I'm going to press the plus sign in the microphone because we're singing. And then while I have my headphones in, I'll hear the original, and I'm going to record just the alto. So they're singing the melody. I've started back here to the beginning by pressing this, and then I'm going to hit record, and I will in my ears be able to hear the chorus of the original song, and y'all will just be able to hear me sing an alto or the melody. I will lift up the name of the one who is worthy of praise. I adore you. Okay, so, oh, better stop it. That gives me a good, I accidentally continued to record after I stopped my video recording. So we'll go back. You'll see the layer here that I just recorded, and actually we'll sweep all the way to the end. You'll see where I accidentally kept talking. And you can tap the layer, hold the grip of the end, and pull it in to whatever length you want it to be. So I'm going to take out my headphones so we can listen to that. So let's give it a listen. I'm going to mute the original as I did earlier.
I will lift up the name of the one who is...
Okay, so keep in mind when you're doing this, it is not a performance. You don't have to sound amazing. You know, you need to sound good enough to get the point across to your singers. So what I'm going to do now is I have the original silenced. Still, I will not be able to hear that on my ears because it's muted. I've put my headphones back in. I'll be able to hear myself singing the alto part of the melody. So now I'm going to record the part just above the melody, which will be high tenor, and our sopranos will be singing that. I will lift up the name of the one is worthy of praise. Stop the recording of the soprano. I will take it out. I noticed when I was listening that I could hear the original track some, and that's basically because it recorded itself onto this layer kind of quietly in the background, which is okay. I don't mind that the singers can hear some of the original since we're doing it in the same key. It could help them with the timing. Some of them find it really helpful to have the original in the background. So let's give it a listen.
I will lift up the name of the one who...
Okay, so just for the sake of my own ears, probably, I'm going to, the one that I just recorded, you can probably see how much louder I am on that one, just because it's at the top of my range. I'm going to tap it, make sure I'm working that layer, tap over here, and I'm going to turn it down. That says track volume. We are going to turn it down so that it's more equal with the melody.
I will lift up the name of the one who...
I'm going to now record, technically it's alto, but it's what our tenors will be singing. But first I'm going to silence the one I just recorded because I don't like to hear, sometimes I need to, but more often than not, I want to just be able to hear the melody when I'm recording another part, whether it be the second part I've recorded or the third part I've recorded. To me, it can be distracting to be able to hear both of the other parts I've already recorded when I'm trying to record the third part. Boy, that sounds complicated. So tapping the plus sign, tapping the microphone again, making sure I'm back at the beginning of the song, and I'm going to now record alto, what our tenors will sing. So in my ears, I will be able to hear just the melody that I recorded earlier, the alto part. I will lift up the name of the one who is worthy. So tapping the stopping button to stop button to end the recording, and then I'm going to tap this to go back to the layers. And you can see here's the layer I just recorded. Just go ahead and add back in the third part. Okay, so now I have all three of my recordings, the original alto, the original recording that I'm going to keep muted, although you will be able to hear it slightly in the background because it was recorded into these parts inadvertently, which is not a problem. The alto, the soprano, and the tenor.
I will lift up the name of the one who is worthy of praise. I adore you. You are worthy, God. Jesus, I will declare to the nations the only name that can save us. You are worthy, God.
Back over to my songs. And here I'm going to rename this. And if you're planning to send these in a whole group of them, or if you're posting them into Planning Center Online like we do, I usually do the original one. I put numbers in front of each one so that they sort as they're imported. So I always put the one that has all three parts as 0, 1. Tap. I mean, this is all preference. Do whatever you want. The name of the song. This one is only 1. And here we have the recording for the chorus. And then it's all parts or 3 parts, either, whatever you want to name it. I'm going to press done. So then I have that there. Now, this is good for your singers to listen to once they've mastered their parts, but beforehand they need to practice their part individually. So to create that, I'm going to hold, as I just did, hold, and it makes them shake, and then select with the blue box around what we just created. I'm going to tap this button in the middle at the top. That is the plus button, and that duplicates and creates a copy. So there we have a copy for the altos, a copy for sopranos, and a copy for tenors. So the tap done over here at the top now that you've created all your duplicates. And then I'm going to open one of the copies, and I've left the original alone, so I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to damage it or hurt it somehow. And this is going to be the alto part, which I remember recording on the first layer here. So I'm going to tap below. I know this is the soprano and this is the tenor, so I need to turn the other two down because this is just for the altos to listen to. So I don't mute them completely, but I want to turn the track volume down. And then select the next layer, which I know to be tenors, and turn the track volume down. So then we can double check to make sure and play.
Lift up the name of
so we can just hear the alto there. I go back to my song so that I can rename it. For us, the altos are named are the O3s. So I change it at the end. It says only one course alto now instead of all parts. I'm gonna hold and then O3 so that it'll sort whenever I import them into Planning Center. Here's another one that's a copy. You can see there it says copy. I'm going to tap. This is going to be for the soprano, so I'm going to turn the alto part down, turn the tenor part down, and I'll probably turn the soprano up just a touch. I mean, it was pretty loud, so, and then let's make sure.
Lift up the name of the one who is
That's just the soprano, high tenor. So we're going to delete the all part. Ooh. Delete the all parts note and put in the notation that it's soprano. And then sopranos on our team are O2. Done. And then here for the tenors, we're going to turn down this is the last copy that was available. We're going to turn down track volume on the altos, turn down the track volume on the sopranos, and then the tenors will be loud, singularly heard.
I will lift up the name of the one who is worthy.
And then I'm going to rename this one also. Delete that and name it tenor. And on our team, the tenors are O4. Now I have all three parts, O1, O2, O3, O4. So for us, that's all parts, soprano, alto, tenor. And I have them all split. But then I also have this original over here. So I'll post all three of these. And what the altos, what each individual part will do is go log on to Planning Center after I import these to Planning Center. And they will listen to their original part on their own time. And then once they think they've mastered their part, they'll tap on this one and they'll try to sing along with everyone else. So the sopranos need to be sure they're not accidentally going to another part, or they're not off pitch, or the tenors need to be sure they're not singing alto on the melody of the song. I will do this for each section of the song. So verse 1 that we originally recorded over here, that was originally entitled My Song 3, does not want to change. I will change that to O1, the name of the song, only one. And I just put verse 1 and then unison to communicate to the team that verse 1 will be unison. Post in the comments below if you have any questions or any comments or even any helpful tips. I'm always willing to receive some helpful feedback. Until next time, thanks for watching. If this video was helpful for you, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.